Who is this?
The real question is, who are you? Are you someone capable? Someone I can work with?
I recognize your voice. You're that guy from the Duga radar installation.
Call me Seshko. We can help each other.
Raised in the jungle, right?
Yeah, a concrete jungle called Moscow. Anyway, it seems we're both looking for someone. We might as well join forces. Besides, I have no love for these NAR droids you're tangled up with. They're in my way.
How do you know I'm looking for someone?
Please. It was practically written across your forehead last time I saw you. The music box, remember? That schizo old man also told me a few things about you when I was doing the Duga radar job.
Well, let's say I'm interested. Where do we go from here?
Let's meet in 2 hours. Talk face to face. Find me on the roof of Cafe PRIPYAT in the port. Don't be late.
You entered the zone like a ghost, but now so many people know about you and your mission. I don't like this, Igor. This is dangerous. Sashko is a real daredevil, all right. But like everyone else out here, he probably has his own agenda. Watch your step, Igor.
Patrolling Pripyat almost makes you... Tango's behind cover! Careful! I'm going to fucking end you, you...
No. No, I don't believe this.
Ah, shit.
Impressive. Now for the real test.
What do you mean? Test?
You think I trust you now? Why? Because you showed up? You need to show me I'm making the right decision. I want to see with my own eyes that when the time comes, you will not hesitate.
You want me to perform some parkour stunt for you? That's your idea of a test?
Whatever. Call it what you want. I call it a bit of insurance. Now go. See? Never doubted you, Chief. Well done.
What was that all about?
Trust, ego. It was about trust.
I hope this wasn't all for nothing. Will you join me now? That was crazy what you asked me to do. You know that.
Crazier than sneaking into the irradiated zone and playing tag with an army of mercenaries?
Point taken.
Like I said, we can help each other. But understand this, it's just a temporary partnership. You and I are not friends.
Sure thing, partner. Looking forward to working with you. You mentioned that you're looking for someone. Who?
Normally I'd say, none of your damn business. But in the spirit of trust, I'll tell you. It's my brother. I need to find him and ask him some questions.
Listen, who gave you the music box?
Crazy old man, like a vagrant. Normally I don't work with people like that, but it's not like the zone provides a lot of choice in clients. I did what I was asked of me, got paid and left. That's the end of it.
Okay. Talk to you soon.
Want to hang out for a bit?
Yeah, good idea. Is this...
Actually,
Why don't you tell me about yourself? You're from Canada, right?
Yeah. My grandfather moved there from Ukraine when that was still an option. I grew up in a military family with military traditions. You might say my upbringing was as straight as the barrel of a gun. It was as much a curse as it was a blessing.
No family's perfect, I guess.
Our fathers keep tormenting us long after they've passed. Isn't that so? You know what's worse than being raised by a control freak? Being raised by a control freak who's also a former army colonel and a goddamn millionaire.
Sounds like you had a lot of expectations to meet.
Oh yeah. But whatever I did, it was never good enough. Not even after I made it into JTF-2, the top of the top. An elite unit of the Canadian Army. But I wouldn't give up. I was relentless. I was eventually promoted to my own command, and then disaster struck. We were ambushed near Raqqa in Syria, and everyone was shot to pieces. Except me. Every day. I think if only I could go back and change what happened.
I'm sorry, Olivier. That must have been hard.
It still is. I never went home afterwards. Everyone thinks I'm KIA. I'd rather be a dead hero back in Canada than a living failure.
Well, that's quite a story. I know you'll find a way to deal with your past, Olivier. You're strong enough. Do you think you could find some time to teach me some of your military...
But I'll be happy.
Maybe some other time.
You're the boss.
Can we swap...
Sure.
Howdy, Professor.
Hi, Olga. What's going on with you?
I just remembered something. I thought I was guiding a group of biology researchers from America a couple years ago. I showed them around the Red Forest and everything. They were taking measurements, and one guy told me that the trees had barely changed since the incident. I hadn't really thought about it till now. But it really does feel like this whole place is a snapshot of the past, like a butterfly caught in amber.
That's probably due to the radiation. It almost wiped out the microorganisms living on the forest floor. There's almost no decay, so the trees don't rot like they normally would. I mean, they are decaying, but extremely slowly.
So it's almost like time stopped in the Red Forest after the explosion. I find that weirdly romantic.
Not my kind of poetry, but I can appreciate the sentiment, Olga. Hi, Olga.
I'd be glad to.
Fantastic.
No jokes while we're... Today I'll teach you how to stay alive a little bit longer. knowing how to use
What do you...
about having the guts to do what's...
I get what you're saying.
You know the stories about people who achieve... There's this... Even... Let me...
Without...
Go stay...
How's it hanging, Professor X?
Mikhail, what is that devilish cacophony blasting from our radio?
You're obviously no fucking Gopnik, but you'll learn. This is the music of the zone. But you were born here. How can you not know this stuff?
Well, don't forget I spent many years in the UK. James fucking Bond, remember?
Right. You definitely missed some vital history, like the collapse of the Soviet Union, the Yanayev Uprising, and hard bass.
The last one sounds especially ominous. What's that?
Not a big music fan, huh?
I love music. Listening to Tatiana play the violin is one of my fondest memories. Sibelius, Rachmaninoff, Stravinsky, Prokofiev, Shostakovich, even Vivaldi.
Jesus H. Fuck Nugget! You must be like 100 fucking years old!
I'm not, though I feel like it sometimes.
We need to remedy this situation pronto. I want you to listen to Sex, Kvass, and Hard Bass. It'll change your understanding of music forever.
I have absolutely no doubt about that. Want to trade?
Just make it fucking... The fuck you want?
Mikhail, you've been around. You could teach me something about surviving in the zone.
Abso-fucking-lutely I can. That's the smartest request you've ever made, Igor. Gathering and preparing herbs and mushrooms, scavenging for food, treating bullet wounds. I wouldn't last long in this shithole if it wasn't for my mad skills.
Perfect. Let's do it.
What are we doing again? Ah, yes, I remember now. I'm going to teach you how to scavenge for supplies. It's very fucking important that a true stalker can recognize all the different kinds of herbs and mushrooms, right? You also need to know how to spot useful stuff, like electronics or parts. You feel me? Very fucking useful. You can use this shit to build something really badass. But you also need to be fast. You can't be wandering around like an idiot, or something will come up and bite you in the ass. That's why we're gonna time this exercise. I'll give you 60 seconds to find anything usable. I don't care if you're ready or not. 3, 2, go! Tick-tock, Igor! You got 40 seconds left! Time is of the essence. 20 seconds left. Get them scrawny legs pumping, Professor! 10 seconds! Time's up! Come on, Igor! Let's show our studio audience how you did! Not bad for an ancient scholar from a past era. Not bad at all. We're done here, Igor.
What's up, Igor?
Tell me about your time with Yura Kirpish.
Why the interest all of a sudden?
You tested me because you wanted to know who you were working with. Now, I'd like to know more about you.
Fair enough. Well, I did a few things I regret.
Like what?
the businessy term for its goods redistribution.
You stole from the rich and gave unto yourself.
Not myself. We used to have a, guess you would call it a fund, something like a joint bank account. Everyone had to contribute. It was used to pay for our wages and bribe the police, but also to help anyone struggling, living in poverty. Yuri Kipish is one nasty motherfucker. He also takes care of his neighborhood.
He sounds like a real hero.
You don't get it. How could you? You never wondered where you were going to sleep at night or when you'd get to eat next?
A lot of people are born into poverty. They don't all become criminals.
A lot of people are living a life of quiet desperation. I don't agree with that. I don't give a rat's ass about other people's rights and wrongs. I define my own morality. Never ask for anything and make your own luck. That's my motto.
That's pretty dark. I guess you don't have much hope for humanity.
Oh, I do. I hope it fucks itself over for good one day. Once and for all.
Hey, Sasko, you're experienced, right? Is there anything you can teach me, about,
About what? Living on the streets? Hey, I'm not offended. I can show you a thing or two, but you need to practice.
Fantastic.
Hey, partner. Welcome to the maze. This anyway, ready? Don't just stand there. Jump. Drop your hips and bend those knees. Lie flat on your stomach. Crouch. Army crawl. Bend your knees your way. I'm mightily impressed, Igor. You'd have made a great addition to our gang back in Moscow when I was running for Yuri the Brick. Anyway, it's good to exercise at your age. It has a rejuvenating effect. You already see. Nice moves, old-timer. You still got it.